welcome to Drilling Deeper at mining.com.au. I'm Oriel Morrison. Joining me today is Jared Lazerson. Jared is the CEO of North Bay Resources. Jared, welcome. It's great to have you with us today.
Hi, how are you?
Now, you're continuing your development work at the moment in the Fran Gold Project. Can you give us a little bit of an update as to where you're at?
Sure. We were on site in June, doing a kind of summer reconnaissance evaluation, a lot of exploration and assays. We reconfirmed what we'd known, which is there's a major oxide, high-grade surface zone between what we call Trench B and Trench C. They're about 60 meters apart. They both assayed above a half ounce, up to 2 ounces. We found during the June exploration a surface outcrop of massive sulfide that assayed a half ounce. So we recently went back up and began test mining of that massive sulfide, which, like I said, is between known high-grade zones in Trench B and Trench C. So we actually began packing. I'll be back up there within the next few weeks, and we'll continue small-scale development and be shipping to our Bishop, California gold mill high-grade ore. Like I said, we're getting very consistent grade around a half ounce per ton. It costs us a couple $100 per ton to ship it, but obviously at half ounce or even a quarter ounce, shipping cost is, I wouldn't say nominal, but is not a big expense. So we're very excited, and we'll be doing this test mining into the fall, and then we'll roll that into what's called a bulk sample permit, but really it's a small mining permit up to 10,000 tons, which would give us sufficient ore for into the foreseeable future. And then, not to go on, but that then will roll into a full mining permit, which would be, many years and a proper mine.
Do you have any sense at the moment of the projected scale of the project?
Sure. Well, it's really two-phase. I was speaking specifically to our near-term cash flow and operations, which are underway. But there's really the project is really bifurcated as a result of an internal resource estimate that we did in April, that we released in April, where we've seen from a huge amount of exploration, which has occurred previously. There's over 104, there is 104 holes drilled, over 55,000 feet of drilling. So we put that into a 3D model, and we actually found a bulk tonnage deposit in addition to the high-grade veins and the surface oxide zone. So we'll continue to develop the high-grade zone, but at some point that will then roll into I would say, mid-scale bulk tonnage mine. We have delineated 450,000 ounces. I think there's probably as much again there. We're really targeting 1 million ounces, but regardless, that 500,000 ounces will roll into production. And like I said, the time frame for that is really kind of a 2-year minimum development. But in the meantime, we'll focus on cash flow and really non-dilutive financing for the development of the larger mine. Obviously, that'll need a chunk of change to go into full-scale production. But I will add that the project itself, Fran, is almost contiguous to Centerra's Mount Milligan project, which is a 300 million ton plus project. And we're relatively close to Artemis Gold's Blackwater project, which is the newest gold mine in North America. It just opened this spring, and they have their resource is now in excess of 11 million ounces. So we think there's probably a lot more there than the 500,000 ounces that we've discovered. But we like production, and we like moving towards production. Again, the model really is to generate the cash flow. So we essentially retain value for our shareholders.
I would assume that geography, that proximity to those other projects enhance the development potential.
Absolutely. Those wonderful folks at Mount Milligan, which like I said, we're less than 20K, have built a triple wide road when they constructed that. Our property is on the way to Mount Milligan. So they put in power, they put in a triple wide road. We've got about 28K along a logging road. Again, There's active logging in the area within 6K of the project site. So again, between logging and the government, that road is well maintained even in the winter. So a lot of the infrastructure is essentially in place. Really, the key being the roads. Everything else can come with the roads, and relatively close to power. It's just an excellent location. The deposit itself is at the top of a hill. I wouldn't say mountain, but at the top of a hill. So again, in terms of just environmental water flows, things like that, it's really at a perfect location. But more than anything, there are two very large mines in the area already, so we consider it a mining friendly jurisdiction.
Great. Well, Jared, we look forward to following your progress. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Great, thank you.